You're listening to Truly Unruly with Marcus and Jessica Trufant. Hey, we back. Truly Unruly, Trufants. What's up? How you guys doing?
Doing well, brother.
We're
doing
good.
well.
We're good.
Doing
How
well.
are you, Kel?
I'm good. I see you guys are festive.
Got to do our part, man. Got to do our part. It's the most wonderful time
No, it's not.
of the year.
We were just talking about that. Who is it the most wonderful time for?
For the companies
Like,
that want to make money.
society made that
and
shit up. This is the
cetera,
most
et cetera.
stressful, fucked up time of year,
Yeah.
especially for adults, for many reasons.
Try not to let it get to me this year.
Anyways, Merry Christmas. Merry
kind of whip
Elfin
my ass a little
Christmas.
bit.
Yeah, well, Marcus, for you though, like you got the double whammy because you got your birthday.
Double
right?
whammy, yeah. And the scary thing is, or the crazy thing is, from time to time, as I'm, on the hustle and bustle, I forget that it's my birthday, which is kind of weird, right?
Are you saying because we don't celebrate you?
Not
there's a
like
lack of
that.
celebration?
You're kind of reaching, but it's more of a me. I, just like everybody else, I get
I'm
caught
kidding.
up in the festive
I'm kidding.
stuff. So
Right.
yeah,
Your birthday comes second.
yeah,
To
kids,
Christmas
everybody
and
else, the
spending.
and then
Right.
happy birthday.
Right. They're like,
Yeah.
oh shit. Somebody
Right.
it's his birthday. Get
Right.
the cake. Get a cake.
But I'm good
get a
with
cake.
it.
Go get a cake.
I'm good with it. Me and JC on the same day, so we kick
you
it
when you say
like that. Me and JC, baby.
Now that's funny.
So today I just want to do like a year in reflection. I just want to reflect on some things with you guys. But before we even get into any of that, I did want to ask you some quick Christmas questions because we are recording this, y'all, December 22nd. It's Thursday. We're recording this. So it's a couple days before Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think when we did our Christmas episode last year that we had even discussed this, but
Don't even go there.
what?
That was a very uncomfortable episode.
That was one of our best shows.
That was one of our best
best
shows. Hands down.
I enjoyed
Clearly.
that one. Yeah, but that's
The
just
numbers
me.
even say it itself.
Right.
That was a great episode. But when it comes to shopping for each other, are y'all like, is Jessica difficult to shop for, Marcus? Because I feel like Jessica's the type, and Jess, don't take this the wrong way. It's like if he don't get
With
the
all due
color right,
respect.
or with all due respect,
When you preface,
if like the color ain't right, or maybe the material ain't right, but it's the thing, she might be like, nigga, this ain't right. Is that a yes or no?
You know what? I think a lot of women are difficult to shop for, and you're looking at me. I'm not even gonna look at you. I can feel you.
damn,
right
you're
here.
just gonna really just peripheral me right now?
But yes, she is difficult to shop for, but that's okay. And we're at a point in our relationship that
Pretty funny.
she has taken things back that I've got her, but I'm okay with that. And now I'm to the point that I'm like, okay, what are you going to get yourself for Christmas this year? Right? Because
Well, wait.
I know that it's the thought that counts, but
Okay, well then it's better than me giving you something and you just
Right.
keep it
Yeah.
and never wear it, use
I
it.
never said that this was a bad thing or this was a negative thing. I'm just saying this is where we're at now. And I
Right.
feel like that's okay. If I can be like, okay, I know you might not like my taste or what I'm doing, or so I'm gonna do you a favor and be like, what do you want to get yourself for Christmas? And that's okay.
Right.
And then we could avoid the fake smiles and the fake hugs.
Right. I was
and the
going to
fake-
say,
Yeah.
I can't lie. I cannot fake it. 1 year, and this was early in our marriage, he thought he was doing the most and the best and bought me a pair of Gucci booties, and they look like they wore for possibly Halloween. I'm not sure.
Witches.
Like a witchy kind of
shoes.
look. And I was like, oh my gosh. And then I put down the box and I said, can I be honest? I don't like him.
Oh.
Jeez.
I got to take him back and get what I wanted.
Talk about trauma, right? Traumatic experiences.
So today I went and picked out my Christmas gift.
Now, Marcus, I have a quick question. Over the years, do you ever feel like your gifts just go unappreciated? or they've gone unappreciated? You're like,
not
like
so.
I really like certain things that you might have actually tried really, really hard to get it right, and then like you just get shot down, and you're like, well, damn, like she didn't even appreciate the fact that I like even just like I tried to get it right.
Not shot down. I say thank you first and give the initial fake, like, oh, and
You
then
let them down easy.
Right. Soft.
All right. So, Kale asked me, I think, and
Sorry.
you jumped in, but that's
sorry.
okay. So, not that it's unappreciated, Kale, but there's something to a woman being honest with you, even if you have tried your best or you giving it your best shot, or you think you're doing the most, you think you're doing the best, right? If it's not exactly what she wants, how are you going to learn your woman? How are you going to figure her out for everything that she wants? So I'm okay with that. And I feel like I can handle that. So, there has been times where, I've tried and maybe I thought I was doing something and I fall a little short or whatever, but I'm good with that. And to be honest, I'm not the most creative or the most.
You are very creative.
I'm getting better with time, but I didn't always start out like that. But now it's like, I'm not ashamed of Jess, what are you going to get yourself this year? I don't really feel the pressure because I know if I go and do it, it may not be exactly what you want. And I just don't want to go through that. So what do you want to get yourself for Christmas? Let's talk about it. And you go do your thing.
That is smart.
And I did.
Now, Jess, for Marcus, is Marcus this difficult to shop for?
Yes, because he's not like a jewelry person, which all women love jewelry. He is a shoe guy, but he's a weird shoe guy. Like he can't have white bottoms on certain shoes. Like it's a little bit difficult. And his clothes, he switches his style up so much that I might buy him something and that was like last year or future for him. So yeah, he's hard to shop for. It's weird. You would think that, well, I mean, if I got you like a pack of white tees or something.
It could be nice.
But
what did I say I wanted this year? I told the kids the same thing. Kale, the kids asked me what I wanted for Christmas this year. I told them I wanted peace and quiet.
Oh yeah, peace and quiet.
I don't know if they'll be able to deliver. I don't know if they can deliver.
I'm not sure.
For
Christmas, Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Like
it's a tall order, but I put it out there, so we'll see.
All right. So the first question I wanted to ask you guys as we reflect on this wonderful year, did you guys reach any goals this year as a married couple? So like, I don't know, little wins, like being able to spend more time together, or family goals, maybe like investments, or having more sex since the kids are back in school and you can have y'all meetings. We've discussed that plenty of times in the past. But yeah, any goals? Couple goals.
All of the above?
Yeah, I think the way to keep things in perspective, I guess would be to celebrate all small victories or just to celebrate all victories, whether they're big or small. So we have, I feel like that we've connected since the kids are back in school and getting our time. And it's not just sex, but we get time. We lock the door and we watch our shows and we laugh. And I think that's good for a relationship to be able to, kind of shut the kids out, right. I guess, for a lack of a better phrase, but to get away from the kids, all the hustle and bustle, and just the time is for us. And I feel like we've been doing a good job at that, even though it's got busier, of course, with you being in school and the kids doing stuff, they're back in their activities, et cetera, but we still find our way back. So I would say, yes, Kale, we have met that goal.
I agree. And we've been able to travel a little bit more together because during COVID and our kids being at home 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for like what, a year and a half or some shit. We didn't have the opportunity to travel, and we really are able to recalibrate when we travel and all that kind of stuff. So it has been nice to be able to do that.
That's
so
cool.
yeah, we've
That's
reached
good.
some goals.
And did you guys have any like individual goals that you reached? Like for you, Jess, for instance, like with school, was there like certain like school goals that you wanted to have reach by the end of this year?
I just wanted to pass my classes.
That's good. That's a goal. That's a
Is that
goal.
a goal?
That's good enough.
And you've been doing a damn good job.
Yeah,
Damn good
shit.
job.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Let me.
Good
Oh,
job.
shit.
Good job.
I mean, I reached my goal homeschooling. I did that, and that was that was crazy. So that is, I killed that, right? Say that. And now I'm going into my final semester of school. So I'm reaching goals. I'm still reaching. I'm still leveling up here.
Nice.
That's good.
How about you?
For me, I'm always a work in progress. I'm working towards getting what I call organized, with internally in my mind.
Yeah.
There's things that I want to get to. There's all these moving parts. If you haven't noticed, listeners, I mean, and maybe even Kale, I like to have my hands in a lot of different things, and everything's kind of moving at the same time, but I'm looking to consolidate, slow it down, get organized, get some form of structure and plan. And I feel like I'm not all the way there, but I'm making steps. I'm making steps,
strides.
making progress.
That's
making
right.
progress. So, yeah.
For sure. That's what's up. So, with that, have you guys been able to balance your alone time? Now, I know you said you guys are kind of balanced your alone time like together, and you guys, watch your shows, and you guys can have some one-on-one time. But have you been able to balance your alone time individually also? Now, I've seen on social media lately, Marcus, you've been watching the game in the dark in the furthest corner of the house. I know exactly.
Nobody knows that, Kale, and now you saying it out loud. Now the kids are gonna be down there. Just go come down there, ask where I'm at. But yeah.
So, like, have you been able to balance you guys' alone time too, just individually?
Well,
No.
I know for me, and I'll just say it out loud, and I've said it before, it kind of teeters on the line of my thirstiness that I've displayed and I've talked about in our relationship, but I'm dependent on the camaraderie and the friendship even that me and Jessica have. So if she's busy or doing something, I'm kind of sitting there and I'm kind of twiddling my fingers, right? So I've had to learn, and I need to do this anyway, figure out things that I could do on my own. But the way our relationship works is we do a lot of stuff together.
We sound like
though.
we need to go to rehab.
I know, but what I'm trying to say is we do so much stuff together,
Jeez.
and it's kind of a different dynamic, of course, with you
is.
being in school and you being
Right. I'm unavailable.
Right.
pretty
And you're very
much.
busy. So I kind of have to shift and do some different things, and that's okay. But finding my alone time, I think, has been positive for me. It's been good to find a quiet place. It's hard to do in this house. You wouldn't think so, but to get away from the kids, get away just from everything, right? And just find a quiet place and do what I want to do. Sometimes I just want to watch the game and just chill out and not have to worry about, Daddy, can you give me a chocolate milk or all this different type of stuff. So yeah, Kel, finding a quiet place away from everybody, it's been good. I'm going to continue to work on that. I keep saying I want to build out my man cave to get away from the dog and the rest of the family. So that's coming in 2022.
I don't consider it alone time when everybody's here. Everybody has to be outside of the house for an extended period of time for me to consider it alone time. So I do not have a healthy balance of alone time. I don't know. You're always like, okay, I hear a thump. I hear this. I hear that. But somebody's crying. Somebody's fighting. So you're never really alone. So yeah, no, you got to get the fuck out of here. Everybody.
Well, sometimes we got to just be able to be in the moment and take what we can get, right, and be okay and be satisfied with.
Oh my God,
the smidget or what may look like a long time, but not really.
Marcus, you literally hide though.
I know.
I don't have a place to hide.
Well, you need to work on that. You can borrow my space if you want to, but not for too long.
Like I literally don't have a place to hide.
You don't. Yeah.
In this big ass house, there's no place to hide. They find me.
Jess, when was the last time you were able to like go in your room, get in your bathtub, take a nice quiet bath with no one disturbing you? You can just relax. I don't know if you meditate, but just be able just to have like that just time to just mentally and emotionally just recharge. Like, would you say maybe when you guys like went on a trip last together, just you and Marcus, or like when's the last time you've been able to like really just have that moment?
Right? What does that mean?
Well, what I'm saying is just have that like time of just like of what you said, like of just serenity, and like you don't hear mom, like or people running.
We're asking the question, Kale, because
it's when we're out of the state.
I don't know if we've ever seen that, like that type.
When we're out of state, we do get that serenity and that peace and that downtime. But as long as we are in Washington, I don't know. The kids just, I don't know. They're just with us everywhere we go. And me in the house taking a nice quiet bath, on the door, knocking, mommy, can I take a bath after you? Can I take a bath in your tub after you? Mommy, dude, ugh. Walk away. So yeah, no.
Gift idea.
Yeah, that's a gift idea, but this is my comment to that is that we set ourselves up for failure sometime, right? Because we let the kids in. We do let them take baths in our bathroom, and we do let them come in as, okay, mommy, daddy, can I do this? Can we do that? So we need to.
We were all in our bed last night.
We need to work on and that's fine though. And that was cool, and that was fine.
I was ready for him to go.
I was too, but the boundaries, and I think I talked about this the other day on social media. We need to, in 2022,
okay,
let's work on our boundaries with kids, with everybody, because we need to take care of us. Our sanity matters, our happiness matters, and we can't be the best for the kids if we don't take care of us.
So you're saying when they're approaching us, we're like,
right,
back up 50 feet.
And we work on a hand gesture. It's like, and they just know to turn around and go back to the room.
Is it hard for you guys to tell them no?
Yes.
Sometimes, yeah. Even though we might...
It is.
Talk a bunch of crap and this is what we go and do, and it's going to be like this. It's going to look like this.
There's a child in the background right now. It's hard. It's hard to tell them no.
Because we want to do everything for them. Not that they're spoiled, but they're good kids and they deserve the world. And whatever we can do for them.
What if we spoil them?
Right. But they're good kids.
Mind your own goddamn business.
But do you think telling them no will help them with that like structure in life of knowing like, yeah, like you're going to hear no in your life, even when there's times where you think that you deserve to actually hear yes, but you're going to hear no?
I think it really is unique to the child too. I think some of our kids they already know that. But some of the others, they don't quite get it.
The littles?
And they're probably going to have to learn, not even the littles. They're probably going to have to learn the hard way.
So the problems that we run into is the all or nothing thing. In my situation, sometimes I want to group everybody together. That's the older kids and the younger kids, and everybody just isn't going to be able to do this. So it's a no for everybody, right?
Mm-mm.
And
that's not
you
fair.
Don't necessarily prescribe to that, though.
I do not subscribe to that. I don't think that's fair.
Life ain't fair.
Life isn't fair. And they have to experience that at home because a lot of the time somebody is, even if we try and break it up and do that, somebody's still unfucking happy, right? But no, so what?
It's easier.
You're going to punish every kid for one kid's mistake.
Guilty by association. So it's easier to just, what I'm saying, everybody else is everybody is no for everybody. Everybody's on punishment. Everybody's on timeout. I know the babies might have messed up the kitchen or they didn't clean up the playroom, but the older kids seen it, so everybody's in trouble.
He's talking shit.
Will that make kids turn on other kids though?
Yeah. We got a lot of snitches in the family.
Oh, well, you guys met the queen snitch last year. But yeah, they do turn on each other. They do at times. And it's your fault. And if you would do this, and if you would have just, Carmen, if you would have just done your job, we have to do chores at 8:30. If you just, and so it turns into a big deal, but they get over it. They'll be fine.
Yeah, but with 5 kids, I can only imagine the sibling politics that you guys don't see. Like right now, probably upstairs, like what's going on and like who's delegating what and like the manipulation. And it's like, I can only imagine. Because you guys got some smart kids.
And we give them a lot of room to be themselves too. So that's another piece of it where we're not what do you call it? Is it
helicopter
parenting? Yeah.
Well,
I don't think so. Yeah.
Maybe when they were younger.
But now as they've grown, we were trying to give them responsibility, right? To kind of fend for themselves and not be so much. I know I do, because if they're coming to me for this small little stuff that they could be doing on their own, it's only 2 of us. And I talk about this all the time.
Marcus is big on that.
We need to say, okay, y'all are teenagers now, y'all take care of that and you take care of your younger siblings. I always refer back to Crooklyn when I talk to the kids, because we watch Crooklyn as a
Crooklyn together.
Family. Yeah. I'd be like, okay, y'all remember in Crooklyn?
Like, look at that. Look at them.
The kids were cleaning up. They was doing all this kind of stuff. It wasn't as easy. So you guys can do this. I try to encourage. As I hear the dog screaming right now upstairs.
Right.
So, and that was another thing. Excuse me. We got all this stuff going on in the family, right? All this craziness,
God,
all this foolishness.
Oh God, here we
go.
And
we bring a dog into the family, which is like another child. And I was made aware of this as the dog was in transit. I know we haven't formally introduced Latte to our listeners.
Okay.
But, Latte Chanel Trufant is our 6th child, right?
Right.
But
she got the ghetto name.
I don't know if we was ready for that. I don't know if it was.
You told me who's ready for anything?
I know, but
it sounds just like you to be like fully prepared and ready. I'm like, go. And I did that, and it might have been a mistake.
And then you're in, choose my words.
I might have fucked up.
Wisely. You're in dire straits when there's extra stress added to the situation, though, right? Okay, we got to wake up. We got to take the dog out. We got to do this like we got a newborn. So
yeah, it is.
In 2022, Kel, we're trying to get away from the self-inflicted pain that we're bringing to our relationship, to the family,
self-inflicted pain,
to the kids, et cetera, et cetera. So
he's huge on that. All their activities, we keep. I think it's maybe me. I don't know how to like slow down.
But I cater to you because I can't really say no to you. It's my thing. So I'm working on that.
More. And then I get stressed out, and then I'm all pissed off and upset. And it's like, oh, Marcus is like, you did it.
I know with like most married couples and families and stuff, like you usually have discussions before you make big decisions that affect the entire family, right? So that's from like buying a car, any kind of like major purchase, adding a family member if that's a fur baby. And so Jess, there was at any point like you didn't think at all of like running this by him before the animal was in transit to your home?
In my defense, I did run it by him. We've been talking about possibly entertaining getting a dog for a while. And last year, Marcus said, go get one then. Go. He was like,
though. So, but at
so
any point,
does it expire? Is it like a coupon?
But Jess, at any point, since that was last year, you guys have a lot going on. Did you revisit this idea before making the assumption? Because that's where the miscommunication is, clearly.
Okay, so I had already purchased the dog, right? And at first it was going to be a surprise for the kids and him.
I don't believe that.
I had decided, I'm like, okay, I'm about to surprise him too. And then I thought about it. So I'm in the room and I'm like, gosh, I need something. I need a companion. I think I need a dog. And he was like, you're busy enough. Why would you get a dog? And I'm like,
and that's fair.
That wasn't a hell to the fuck no. And mind you, we had already discussed it.
A year ago.
Okay, right.
A year and some change.
So then I thought about it more and more, and I was like, I better fucking tell him and not let this be a surprise. And I think he's still warming up.
But the payment was already made when you told him this, so it wasn't like
in full.
Okay, so
secretly off the family credit card.
Oh, you did it off the books. See,
premeditation.
That's premeditated.
It was a surprise.
Judge
Marcus.
Mathis. Anybody, if they go back and look at this,
you see the charge, you're going to be like, what the fuck is this puppy pet thing? So, no, of course, because it was a fun surprise.
It was a fun surprise for both of us, right? For the family. We was all going to have a good time and really enjoy this puppy. Getting up at night, early mornings, late nights, picking up shit in the bag and
shit.
Feces being smeared up all over the house. Really, because we got
Marcus.
a puppy.
Feces is not being smeared all over the house.
Hopefully no one gets sick with no worms.
We're very good. We wipe her paws. We make sure
no disrespect to all the dog lovers out there, but I'm still warming up. I'm not that. I didn't grow up like that.
And she loves him too. It's funny. She loves him. And I'm like, he hates you. So why do you love him? I don't get
She's
it.
a cute dog, though. She's cute. So that's why she's still here. But this just goes to show where we're at in my love for this woman, that she could bamboozle or
I did not. You said
trickery,
and I was looking.
That was just to make you be quiet for that day, and that was a year and a half ago.
It wasn't a year and a half.
A year and some change, and then a dog is in transit, and you're like, Marcus, this dog is on his way. Was it 2-3 days before?
Well, this is how I set it up. I said, is there anything that I could do that would make you so very mad at me that, it could be seriously bad because I did something, setting it up. And he's like, no, there isn't anything you could do. And I'm like, so anyways, are you sure? Nothing? Like nothing. Because I did do so. He's like, what did you do? And I'm like, I bought a puppy. And then I think there was about 3 minutes of silence.
Yeah. I had to gather myself. I didn't want to be on the losing end of that, of responding.
But it really wasn't for me.
Knee-jerk reaction.
Because now I'm like, I could have done without a fucking dog.
It's for your weak ass kids that don't want to really
Did you just call our kids weak?
The dog, though?
Our weak ass kids?
Yes. When it comes to the dog, they like the perks and the fun times, but
you know what? They've been, since they've been home, they have been good with her. I mean, we've had to pull some rubber bands out of her mouth, some jewels, some socks,
which is
some
normal.
Shoes, all that kind of stuff. But
she's a puppy. What is she? Probably 10 weeks now?
No, you don't even know how old. We just took her to the vet. She's 12 weeks, almost 13 weeks.
All right. Well,
she's 3 months. And so they've done a good job, but she's psycho. So it's kind of hard. Is she not psycho?
She is. She is.
So what if Marcus was like, you need to return that dog? How does Jess go about that? Does Jess fight it? Does Jess
What about your kids?
She finds a way to make me feel uncomfortable for being mad, though, right? I got upset about it, and there's okay, wait, yeah, I know you want to respond, but there's things going on with this dog, so I have comments, right? I have, okay, I don't want to do this, I don't like that. There's certain things that I don't like about a dog being in my bed or potentially being on my pillow, and the particles from a dog potentially being on my pillow when I'm laying on that. Like, I have nightmares about that, right? I'm trauma. But Jess is like, okay, well, then let's just return the dog and let's take it back and let's do this and do that. And I know she really doesn't mean it.
Marcus, she gaslights you.
She does.
Maybe once.
Just return it then. Just take it back and let's get rid of the dog.
But
and what I'm
secretly,
supposed to do, and then I'm the bad guy.
I'm kind of like, yeah.
I'm the bad guy to the kids. The dad that didn't want the dog and he sent the dog back, and they'll remember that for the rest of their life, right?
Yep.
So
go ahead, be the bad guy.
In this situation, I don't have a choice, but I'm big enough to handle that. So you know what I'm saying? I'll take it. I'll fight it. I'll eat it and
eat it. And part of the reason why I told Marcus ahead of time is because I wanted the puppy to be from both of us. I didn't want it to be mommy went and got a puppy for us. I wanted Latte to be from both of us.
Now, telling him that while the dog is in transit isn't ahead of time, right?
It was enough time. It was enough time. We could have put her back on the plane and sent her back.
Really?
I don't think we would have gotten her money back.
Right.
But
it's a cute dog, and I'm slowly warming up, and I just don't know the ins and outs, right? And I'm uncomfortable.
He keeps talking about that. He's like, we don't deserve no goddamn dog.
We leave the house and we don't have a leash. We don't have the shit bags or the spray.
We had nothing for her.
It's like bringing a kid out and you don't got your diaper bag, right?
Right. But I just ordered. My doggy diaper bag came yesterday. But yeah, we literally had her in the car, and I just said bring a few snacks, but she was in there for a while and she hadn't eaten, and I know she had to potty, but we didn't have a leash, and we tried to let her out in the parking lot. Nope, not
we
smart.
We don't deserve a dog, but
okay. So it's like a kid. It's trial and error.
We're gonna get a trainer to come in and not only train the dog, but to train us too. And that's
she's training us right now. The dog is. She's not fucking around. Man. She tells us what to do.
That is funny. Have you guys been able to check in more on your relationship this year? I know we've talked about that a lot in our early episodes about how it's good to check in. Have you guys been able to succeed in that?
Yeah.
That's cool. So you guys checking on each other's mental health. Are you good? Is asking if everything's okay.
I mean, it's been rough. It has. It has been rough for both of us, but we're good. And we're leaning on each other and everything we can lean on to make sure that we are stable and that we're stable parents. Well, are we stable parents for our kid? I don't think so.
I think we're doing a damn good job.
You guys are very stable parents. I don't think you need to question that.
And I don't know if it's so much a check-in, Kel, but I think it's more of just expressing. Okay, if I have something going on, I'm going to tell Jess, and okay, this is what I think. This is how I'm feeling about this situation. And Jess does the same thing. Okay, this is where I'm at. And that's okay. And that's
I think it's better than nothing.
Yeah. I've had to get over, I know personally, of just holding stuff in and kind of being that guy that just, all right, I'm going to be a guy's guy and I'm just going to keep this in and go kind of business as usual. But the communication has to be there. And it's been different for me since the loss of my father. I feel like I've been somewhat in a different space. So it's unfamiliar for me. So the communication has to be there because I know you can't read my mind. So,
but I can, I know this man, so I can sense and I can tell, and then I go buy puppies without his knowledge. So, but no, it's communication. As long as we're communicating how we're feeling and not holding that shit in, because number one, it'll kill you to hold all that in. And then we know how to kind of work with each other and help each other and support each other. So you've got to,
That's
so
good.
we've been checking in.
Good job, Jess. Good job.
That's good.
Good job.
And lastly, were you able to make yourselves happy this year? I know the last like year and a half, 2 years, just for everyone has been rough. Just trying to make each other happy, make yourself with COVID. Just make everything just sucks, right? But have you been, since we've kind of been I guess, getting out of the dark ages? Have you guys been able to just individually just make yourself happy?
As in, like with toys, or what are we talking about?
With toys, what type of toys?
Make yourself okay. It was a joke. Okay, bad joke.
Creating
XXX toys, or what type of toys are you referring to? Because that's a whole nother show, right, Kel?
Yeah, that's a whole different show. But I mean, like, just individually happy. Like, are you just happy with yourself? So, for instance, for me, like, I've been happy that I have been able to be just very, very consistent with like my health and like diet and stuff like that. More consistent. I've been more busy, but I've been able to stay consistent while being having even more on my plate. And that makes me happy. That's a goal I wanted to reach this year, So things that you do that make you happy.
Yeah.
It's a work in progress.
Yeah.
God.
And again, it's hard, Kel, with so many moving dependents, right? But to make yourself happy is a priority. It's a point. So I know for me personally, yes, I have been focused on that. Even if it's a 20-minute car ride and I listen to the music I want to listen to, and I'm in a good space, right? So it's finding those little moments when we have the family dynamic that we have. It's so many things moving 100 miles an hour all the time. You got to enjoy those small moments. It doesn't have to be a whole day. It doesn't have to be an overnight thing. It doesn't have to be a trip. But if you can lock into those small moments, I know I found happiness in those small.
Yeah. And me too. And I'm working on it. I have to work on it all the time because, having anxiety and all that kind of stuff, sometimes it puts you in a space where it's really hard to kind of see the sunshine all of the time. But I do see the sunshine, and
you don't want to be 60 years old, 70 years old and look back at your life and look back at these times and be like, damn, we had some fun back then. I can't believe that I used to think that I was so stressed out, or I wasn't having fun, or I was da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Like, I have a suggestion for you guys. Something that my suggestion for you both for 2022 is the first hour that you wake up, don't look at your phone at all. And the last hour you're up before you go to bed, you don't look at your phone.
I have to. I feel like I have to.
He sleeps with his phone in his hand pretty much, with Instagram open or some type of notes that he's taking for business. So he never puts down his phone.
Not true, but
all the way true.
Getting organized is what I'm talking about. Work-life balance. I'm working on, but Kel, I like that. Don't look at your phone. So I want to start getting up earlier too, even though that may disturb the queen, but I do want to start getting up earlier and start my day.
Wait a minute. I've been waking you up.
I know, but I want to start getting up earlier. On top of that, I don't get up because I don't want to mess with you, because I know you got the stuff that you want to do it. I don't want to wake you up, but I do want to start. I want to be the 5 a.m. guy, the 4:30 a.m. guy. I think I'm going to start that.
God, that makes my stomach hurt.
4:30
a.m., 5 a.m.
Don't mess up your sleep schedule now, because you
No. I'm not talking about messing up my sleep schedule, but I want to do that in order for me. Okay, I could do that and I could be up for a couple hours, not checking my phone because it's early, right? But business is business, and I want to get to business.
That's what I'm saying. So, he can't do it, Kel. I'm sorry.
I don't want to stop, and that's a gift and a curse, right? I want to get to the next thing, and I'm trying to continue to build and continue to do things. So that takes a certain amount of time and effort. And somebody said that there is no balance if you want to get to your goals, right? You got to grind it out for a certain amount of time. And then when you get to that level, you can start to pull back.
Okay. So,
and I think that was Steve Harvey on IG might have said that.
Okay, so when you do get up, he is up sometimes at 5 a.m., right? And I know you're getting to the paper, but all I hear is Instagram reels and he's laughing at videos and he's even sending me videos. And mind you, I don't even get on Instagram as often as I used to.
Hey, I'm just
and
trying to include you,
Did you get the video? Did you get the video? What are you doing? His phone is open on Instagram when he wakes up. Absolutely.
You know what though?
And then it goes to business and then it goes back. It's you kind of like
Instagram is a business, Kel, and you can say you can agree with me with that though. Instagram is a business to a certain point, and for influencers and brands, et cetera, there's a certain amount of time you need to put into that. That's a part of my business.
The Haha Davis and the Cram guy, Cramuel Sanders, like those. Okay.
Shout out to Haha Davis. Haha Davis is doing his thing. I'm learning from guys.
What's the other guy? The guy that played in the NFL and he's hitting the splits and he's
Spice Adams.
Yeah.
And no, those guys are encouraging because they took their brands and they took it to a certain level. So I'm just taking notes. And I'm looking at guys that are doing things. Kel, break it down. Please just break it down for me.
But real quick though, do you wake up to just hearing, "Hey there, big fella," just hella loud? Okay.
Yes. And we'll be in a place where it's quiet. His phone, he doesn't know how, I don't know what he does. His phone, it'll just be like, ha 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 ha. And I'm like, oh my God, please shut down Instagram. Please tap your screen.
Nope.
Mute it.
For what?
But like I'm saying though, but like seriously though, like if you can wake up in the morning, not look at your phone, and I mean, I know the weather out there doesn't really permit it, but just like go outside, stand outside barefoot, earth for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And just
it is cold as fuck.
Clothes on or not, Kel, because it's Bellevue. And if we could get away, that's really of the earth. If you come out in the
or let's say you got a balcony. Like what I do, since it's cold, it's kind of cold out here now in Vegas. It's like in the 50s, high 50s or whatever. Freezing. It's cold for the desert because it's dry, right? But like I'll go out like on my front balcony or my back balcony in the morning, have like a sweater on and just sit there and just kind of just take in the nature. It's quiet, it's peaceful, and it helps you wake up peacefully because your body's still waking up.
Really, we don't have that much time unless you get up at 4:00.
I know.
Our kids get up and it's fucking mayhem. So I can get up and be zen because I do get up before them, and I can be zen for that period of time. And as soon as they come downstairs, it's back to, and I'm yelling and.
But I feel you though, Kel, if you give yourself that proper time, then when the kids do start.
Sets the tone for the day.
Yes. Or it can set the tone for the next couple hours. You know what I'm saying? And then while they're at school, I know you're doing your thing, I'm doing my thing, but it's just a different type of energy. So I feel you, Kel. I feel you.
Yeah. I do too. I do.
Well, y'all, this was a great little recap and a great little catch up. But this is not our last episode of the year. We have one more after this one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
so, and it's going to be
party time.
It is going to be party time. It's actually going to be really good if all goes correct. But this was good, you guys.
I enjoyed.
Yeah,
I enjoyed. Good to see you, brother.
We're in the holiday spirit now.
Marcus Trufant, Jessica Trufant. My name is Kel. Follow the page trulyunruly_podcast on Instagram. Of course, follow Marcus_Trufant, Jessica_Trufant. I am media_Kels. You can listen to us and watch us on your favorite podcasting, platform. So please, of course, like and subscribe. Catch the visual on YouTube and subscribe to Marcus Trufant on YouTube. And catch us every Sunday on the Converge Network. Shout out to Converge. They're doing great things over there. And I think that is everything.
That's it.
Word.
Just have a Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yes. Have a Merry Christmas, y'all. Spend time with your families and make it a good one. Enjoy the moment. Peace and love.